Okay, hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the TRX 40. I'm sorry, 34 from Mathews. This is 2021, I guess. The latest small target model. Last year they had the 36, and this year they went even smaller, producing the 34. 34 axle to axle. It kind of reminds me of the Traverse I had last year. Uh, but this one is qualified as a target bow, 100%. But you can use it for hunting. The Traverse was a hunting bow that you can use for target or 3D. So this is the main difference. This is a target bow, but can be used for hunting. The Traverse is a hunting bow that can be used for target or 3D both. So, and the cams are 100% TRX cams. That's the same cam of the 36, 38, G2, and the 40. It's a CX3 cam or C3X cam, I forgot. I don't have my glasses, sorry about that. And one addition to this target bow is, you guessed it, the quiver. There's a mount for the quiver right here and on top on the bottom bow, same as a hunting bow. So you can use it both on top or upside down or like that. It's ambush green, and the quiver also I got is ambush green, which is good. And also the stabilizer is ambush green. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Let's go back to the concept of this bow. This bow is being produced for people who want to have one bow. They don't make money out of the TRX 40 or 38. It's just sitting there. They just do backyard or range training for fun. They're not actively competitive with that bow. They don't make any money. It's just sitting there and collecting dust most of the year. But when you get it, you just go and do some target and 3D. This bow is made for hunters and target shooters that, to cover that category of people who really don't use their bow as much. Because if you're a hunter, like you go hunting like almost a lot, I don't know how many times a year, but you don't need this bow. You need a hunting bow. If you don't like target or 3D, you never touch that, just go ahead and get the V3 or VXR or the Vertex. They're all three the best of the best. I had them all. And well, I didn't have the V3, but I tried the Vertex and the VXR 27 and the 31 and a half. And they're both killer bows, okay? Very good. I like the VXR a little bit more because of the half an inch more, 1.5 inches more than the Vertex. But I don't hunt with it. I'm planning on it, but I still didn't get the chance. So that's why I got this one. So before you go hunting, you want to exercise, you want to do some target or 3D. You want to have fun in the backyard or in a garage, whatever. You just pull this one and go ahead and use it for target. It's as accurate as the 38 or the 40. I'm telling you, it's the same. I still have the TRX 7 and TRX 38, and this dude hits the same X every time as those bows. I never tried the TRX 40, and I don't think I'm planning on it now because I don't make any money out of this stuff. I'm just doing it for fun. So there's no reason for me to go ahead and buy a TRX 40 just to try it and see how it compares. So I'm not gonna do that. But in the meantime, I'm planning on going hunting, and I like target. I love target actually. I like target even more. Here we go. I'm doing the target now. I'm shooting target. But if I decide to go hunting, all I'm gonna have to do is change the sight and the rest. That's it. You don't even need to change the sight and the rest if you want to. You're gonna work the same. But I like the Spot Hawk for hunting, the Fast Eddie XL, and I like the the version, the one, the Trinity Hamsky, that's a hunter's bow. I think it's called just Hunter Pro. I think that's what you call it, Trinity Hunter Pro, and this is Target Pro. That's the only difference. I have both, by the way. You can tell because I switched pieces around. So I have this for target, and this is for hunting. For another bow, I have the other VXR green also, but I switched the parts so I can have, a target with a little bit of a hunting color right there. This is a hunter's color, so I just like to, I mix them a little bit. Okay, so let's go now talk about the parts a little bit. This is, as we said, this is the let me tell you, you can see it here. Okay, you can see the camera there clearly. And it's a little aggressive compared to last year's model cam. This is the turn here is a little sharper, and also here a little bit sharper. And this is fast. It's a fast bow. The brace height, I guess, is like 6.5. I'm not sure though. I have to go again and measure it. Okay, I used the XL, the old one, not the Achieve XP. I think it's called XL something, forgot. CBL or something, I forgot. Anyway, that's the old model, like 4 years old model. It works as good. The only difference is the Achieve XP has a knob here that you can push to stop this from going around by accident, and one knob here also that you can push to stop this from going around, from turning. But these are hard to turn anyway. That knob is just there for fun. I think you're not gonna use it unless you travel a lot or something. But this is like hard to pull. Hard to turn. Look, it's very clicky, and also you can tell if you turn it by. See, it's hard to turn anyway. And the scope is CBE. I think 29, yes, millimeters, with 4x glass, with the light. This is the light. Okay, and I painted this area here with pink, bright pink, just for reference, because it's black and you cannot see it sometimes, so I want to make it like stand out. It's just a regular paint. I sprayed a piece of wood and I put it like on top of it and I lift it back. That's it, and I let it dry. That's all I did, and it comes out perfect because there's no way you can spray paint this area right here without making a mess. Yeah, I painted a piece of wood and I put it on top of it and I pressed a little bit and I pulled it back and I let it dry for a couple of days, and it's been there for like a year now. I've had this site for a year. Okay, so what else? The shrewd rod. I like the shrewd rod because it's longer. The axle rod, stops right here, and you have like a little room for adjustments. Okay, this is Trinity Target Pro Hamsky. As I said, I switch around the middle parts right here. This one, I just changed this one actually. This is Be Real grip, the orange. As you can tell, I'm doing orange theme right here. And I'm planning on getting an orange Axel Achieve XP in orange. I'm just waiting for a used one. When I get a used one, I'll get it. I'm not gonna spend $500 for a site. There's no way, not now. Anyway, what else? Yeah, I've seen a video. Some dude was talking about this. It was an older gentleman. He was talking about this grip and how expensive it was, he said. So he's just shooting without it, just using the bare metal. And he says it costs the Ultra View $3 to make, and he was claiming that it's a 3D printed, and it costs $3 to make. Why are you selling for $80? And he was blah blah blah, complaining a little bit. But what I say is, nothing in this business costs the same as it is. I mean, this quiver is 150. Do you think it costs like not even 50? It won't cost more than $20 to make, but you pay for the engineering and for the labor. It's made in USA. People here, that's not like in the Philippines, they make $1 a day. People make $20 an hour at least making this stuff. So you're paying the people who make this more than you're paying for the merchandise. And this dude also was, he didn't know what he was talking about. Because if someone come up with something that works for you and you needed to improve yourself, don't be just like that. Just buy it, let him have it, let him be rich if they wanted to. They deserve it. They're smart, they come up with ideas. Come on, man. That's what I say. This thing is flat and it has like a groovy feeling here, like a honeycomb thing coming sticking out. So it's hard to torque unless you wanted to. Even better than the bare metal. The bare metal is a little smaller, so this is wider and way better. If it's 3D, it's made like nicely. I don't know. He could be right, but if it's like a glove and you don't need the glue or anything, you just squeeze it in there and it stays there forever. Unless you're gonna have a hard time pulling it out. Trust me, I had it on a vertex and I wanted to pull it out, and it took me like 45 minutes praying it because I didn't want to scratch the bow, so I was using my fingers, and it took me a while to take it out. I'm sorry, but this is what it is. And it has this nice edge right here, so your hand don't go over, and this finger also don't go over with this thing right here. If you shoot bare metal, you're gonna expose your hand to this area right here at some point. So I don't know about him, but I think it's a good deal. It's expensive, but it's necessary. You buy it once in your lifetime, that's it. You don't buy so many of those, you buy it once. Okay, so what else? The stabilizer is 12-inch Mathews ambush green. This is a hunting stabilizer, but again, it could be a hunting bow also. And this is 12-inch, and I added this 1 ounce long thing. That's a recurve weight. That's what you see on the recurve bow on front, only this part right here. I added it just to make this thing longer for stabilization, that's all. But this is 1 ounce plus 3, so that's 4. And the back is 6 ounces. That's what works for me. You can do the math and see what works for you. And this one is black stabilizer, 8 inches Mathews. This usually goes in the front in a smaller bow, but since this is a 34 inches axle to axle, I'm using it in the back. Let me tell you, this all you need in a 34-inch bow, okay? 12 inches, and now I made it 14 inches, is all you need. If you want to go longer, go ahead. It looks good. You look like a pro. You know what you're doing. But I'm sorry, excuse me. But it is the same. Same function-wise. When it works the same as these right here. Okay, I just want to show you that I have long ones. This is 30 and 12, the Beestinger Premier Plus. I've had those for like 6 years now or more. Man, I should sell this. I don't use them anymore. So these guys, perfect. I've had them for 6 years. They're nice. Beestinger, Beestinger is very nice. Dead center, there we go. 28 and 12, right there with the weight and everything. I tried everything. I tried both of these. And also I tried the Doinker Platinum Plus. This is 33 inches and 15 inches. I tried all of them. And I tried this, and they're all the same. If you balance each couple, just balance them right with the weight, that's all. That's all you need. I think you go, let me tell you a quick tip. multiply by 28 divided by 12 will give you 7. So decide on which weight you want first. Like, let's say you want 3 in the front, because the front is too long. 3 equal like 4 or equal like 6 or 7 compared to the back, because this is too long. It has weight also. So don't forget that. It's going to make so much sense if you put a little bit of weight here and more in the back. So 3 multiplied by 28, which is the length of this, divided by 12, the length of this will give you 7. That's what it is. Again, 2 multiplied by 30 divided by 12 will give you what? 8? I'm sorry, that's 7 also. Actually, it should be here 2.5. I forgot, but this I think should be 2.5 to be the exact. Same here. So this is a tip for you if you want to know exactly how to balance your stabilizer. But then again, try taking one in, one out from the back, especially from the back. Add 2, minus 2, and see what works best for you. Because when you lift the bow, it has to come to a center. The bubble on the scope has to be on the center. That's all. It has to be like centered in the middle. You don't have to do too much with your hand. No torquing. Okay. So again, go ahead and get the 12 inches with the TRX 34. That's all you need. If you have 14 inches, it's perfect. That's what I found out to be perfect for me when I added this 2 inches right here. It's only 1 ounce, and I took 1 ounce from here. It came out perfect now. It's well balanced for me. And also, it's compact. I don't see myself using anything longer than this. That's it. Done for these 34 inches at least. Okay, and this is a quick disconnect made by Dead Center. It was made, I bought it with these dudes right here. It's the Diamond series. I like it because it's like it's just beefy. It doesn't move at all. It's very strong. You can tell. Look how strong that thing is. And also, if this gets stuck, you can use a wrench and open it from here if this gets stuck. But it never gets stuck with me. If you use a wrench, you're gonna scratch it. So make sure you put like a towel or something before you, or a piece of cardboard before you start opening it. Okay. Well, what else? This the peep sight is a gold peep sight. I think it's, forgot the size of this thing, but anyway, the guy who made the cable, the custom cable, recommended this size. So this is perfect with 29 millimeter scope. So you guys have to figure out the scope size and go with this so it fits around the circle of the scope. Okay, and that's it. It's a 60 pound. Right here, let me see if you can see it. 28.5-inch draw, 60 pounds. I just noticed that 29.5 is longer for me. It hits my hand. The cable hits my hand, so I'm using this thing right here. I'm using this arm guard because it keeps hitting me in my hand right here. So my arm, because it's longer, so I extend my arm like this. Usually you have to go a little bit like this, not like this, 100%, like 95% or 90% like this when you're holding the bow. But I extend my arm too much because it's too long. So I'm gonna go with 27.5, which is an F for this TRX 34 is an F. The difference, I noticed the difference between this and last year's model TRX. Now they have 3 screws for the mod. If you notice, they have only 2, one here and one here on the hunting bows. And now they have 3 on these things right here. I think it adds more rigidity, which is good. I don't think 2 is gonna matter, it's just the same thing, but it's just stronger and better that you have 3 screws instead of 2, that's all. If you got 1 loose, you'll have 2 still rock solid. And also this bushing right here, this thing right here is a little beefier and bigger. So this ball bearing right here should be bigger than the TRX 40 from last year's model. I think this is bigger. I'm not sure if it's the same as the 4. I think the old ones like TRX 7 and 8 and TRX 38, they have smaller ball bearings. This is bigger. So I don't think it's a major improvement, but I'll take anything I can get. That's just, I think it's a selling point for them now, because they don't add too much nowadays to the bows. The few details that they add, they gotta use them to sell, otherwise it's the same thing. Okay, so last thing is the arrows. With this bow you can use both. You can use the fat arrows for target arrows, and you can use this hunting arrows. But you have to have, with the fat arrow, you cannot have the hunting rest, because it's not gonna clear on time, and it's like made for lizard tongue like this. It's made for these hunting arrows are made for this thing right here. The target arrow. The hunting arrow you can use with both, of course. So keep that in mind. But I use both with no problem with this rest. If you use like the Mathews integrated rest, the MX integrated rest, I don't think you should use this fat arrow right here. This is like 25 inches, a millimeter diameter. You should use this thing, the skinny one, because this is too big for that one. So that's what I'm saying. That's why it's best if you get this one to get like a vapor trail or a hamski or anything you prefer, but it has to be a target if you want to use both arrows. If you want to just use it for hunting only, you can use the integrated rest. They have a space for it right here. They have the dovetail right here. You can see it right there. That's for that rest. When you have it, go ahead and just install it straight to the riser. Make it look sleek and nice. But I prefer this. I prefer limb-driven thing. Okay, last thing. I'm sorry I said last thing, but this is really last thing, okay? This is a tip for the pro shops. When you make a string for a bow, go ahead and if someone have already the hamski, sell them this thing right here if they don't have it. And this is, guess what? This is the same thing as the string. It's the same material. It's just a piece of string that's tied to the hamski and served right here. See the serving? Let me show. Okay, let me back up a little bit. Okay, so that's the serving right here. Instead of all this hassle bustle, just use the serving right there, and goes and come around. See that? It goes and comes around. It goes through the one side and comes around, and that's all you need. No burning, nothing. And if this got loose with time, you can add a twist or half a twist. This can be twisted. You see that? So, add a twist or half a twist. And if you want to open it for some reason, you don't need to cut the serving. Open it through the screw right here under this. There's a screw, the Allen wrench screw. Let me show you. It's hard to with this thing. You see it? Half of it at least. Okay, and add the screw right. Open that screw and take it out when you're done, and you finally tune everything. You can put it back in, and when you tie it, of course, it's gonna pull and be tight like that. So this is a genius. Well, whoever made this thing is really a genius, dude. Because there's nothing. It's just serving coming down all the way. Make it very, very sturdy and strong. And this is the material. That's the same as the string, which is good. It matches the same color. And it goes to this smart thing that Hamsky came up with. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay guys, have fun, and this is the engage grip. Forgot to tell you about. This is the engage grip, so it's the same. So if you have this grip, do yourself a favor, change it. It's roundish, rubbery, it's prone to torque. You're more likely to torque this one versus this thing right here. So get whatever you want. Get the side plates from Mathews. If you want cheaper one, get from UltraView. Mathews, they sell them for 50 or 60. UltraView, the side plates are 30, $29.99. If you want the whole grip from UltraView, is $75, maybe $80 now. But just change it. Just change that thing. Mathews have a problem with the grip. I don't know why. Mathews, if you watch this video, get your act together. Everything you have is perfect, but when you come to grips, you need a grip. You need to get a grip on the grips. Why can't you just make this flat, like flat? That's all. Easy with sharp corners and no soft thing. It should be stronger. Well, actually, this is not soft at all. Yeah, this is solid. This is soft, but the hair is solid. This is good. So this has to be like a sharp edge right here and sharp edge right here, flat surface. And this grip will be money, will be worth more than any grip on the market, because it has Mathews' name on it, of course. Okay, guys, have a good day. Enjoy yourself, and please have fun and stay safe. Have a good day.